Yeah. So let's read the recipe.
Okay, it's 1 jar of nopalitos, sliced tender cactus, 1 large tomato diced, half a medium onion chopped, 1/4 cup cilantro chopped, and 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, lemon juice to taste, and salt to taste. Maria, I've been looking forward to this one. How do you eat that without getting stickers in your tongue?
That's right. Well, do you know what that is?
This is a cactus
Looks like
leaf.
a cactus, huh?
Yeah.
Well, amazingly enough, people do eat this, and it's actually very tasty, and it's very nutritious.
Really?
It's actually good for people who have diabetes too, because it has good kind of fiber.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so now we're learning a lot of things today. So there's 2 ways you can buy nopalitos. You can buy them raw like that, or actually you can actually go to the plant and cut a piece. It has to be a young leaf, I guess, pad or something. You have to cut it and scrape off the thorns. You have to be very, very careful with this. This is like prickly pears. You have to be careful not to, get thorns on your hands. And you would scrape off the thorns with a peeler and wash it really good and slice it and steam it. And that's how you would make your recipes. Now, the other way to buy them or to make it is to buy a jar. And these are found just about anywhere, because I found them here in this geographical area. That means just about anywhere you can find them.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, that is good. And nopalitos, they're called nopalitos. Nopalitos is the Spanish word for cactus. And now when you get them out of the jar, what you want to do is put them in a strainer and actually rinse it off with a lot of cold water.
Oh, why is that?
They come with that slimy liquid inside, and actually nopalitos are kind of slimy when you cook them too, so you also want to rinse them. But you want to rinse off all the stuff that it comes with, the jar, and then you're ready to chop them, because they come in long strings like this.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a green bean.
It looks like a green bean, actually, and the taste is a little bit similar, not too similar, but you can actually eat them like this too. But for the salad that we're making, we're going to chop them into smaller pieces. So here we have our chopped up nopalitos. They've been rinsed and ready to go for our salad. And salad is one of those easy things that you can just
dump
drop
it together.
Everything. Yeah. So let's start with our recipe. Let's put a little bit of onion. And I put about half an onion to a whole onion. It depends on who's eating it. If I'm eating it, I would only put half of an onion, or maybe 1/4 of an onion.
But some people like lots of onions.
But some people like lots of onions. So we put the onion, and then we put our fresh-looking tomatoes, delicious-looking tomatoes. And again, we have our friend the cilantro here. And cilantro, like I said before, it's very commonly used in Mexican cooking. So this is another thing that is absolutely used all the time. It's in the nopalito salad. And then you can put the salt is optional if you're going to use the canned version of the nopalitos, because there's already salt in it. So you don't really have to add any salt. And the lemon too is optional. I'm only going to add a little bit, because they're preserved in some citric acid. So it already has a little bit of a lemony taste. And we're going to add just a little bit of oregano maybe. That's also something that you don't have to put. But actually the salad is pretty much ready to eat now. But it's better if you put it in the fridge and let it sit for a while. Especially if you want the onion taste to not be so strong. So you would put it in the refrigerator and let it maybe for about half an hour, let it sit for about half an hour. And that way the flavors will be...
They can just mingle.
Yeah, and they just come out very nicely. And like you said, the taste or the flavor, this tastes a little bit like green beans, so the texture is a little bit similar to the green beans, but it's not quite. So if you haven't ever had this is something that you have to taste to really know if you like it or not. You can make a judgment just based on the fact that you never tasted it. So I think it's something that people need to try. And like I said, it's very nutritious and very low in, it's very low in fat. It's got almost no fat, and it's actually good for you.
And good for diabetics.
It's good for diabetics. It's traditionally used in Mexico. People who have diabetes traditionally eat a lot of nopalitos. Now, the other thing you can do with the cactus here is that you can make a scrambled tofu and add the cactus nopalitos to it. And because people eat scrambled in Mexico, they eat the nopalitos with egg sometimes. And so that would be another way to eat it. Another way to eat it would be to make soup and to add it to any of your stews or any type of like bean dish or something like that you like to add. That's good too. People add it to their mole sometimes with mole sauce. There's so many things you could do with it. It's very, very good.
It sounds very versatile. It's an entirely new food for me.
It's an entirely new food for a lot of people that are watching today, I think.
Probably so, but I'm looking forward to trying that. It smells good, and I wish I had a spoon right now because I'd